Hi friends, in our last session, we have taken an example of intelligent chuck for a turning process. That is was an application of cyber physical system in machine tools. In today's session, we are going to see a digital production system. This is Fizan Kagdi and I welcome you all for a lecture series of Industrial Internet of Things. So let's begin with today's topic. There is a cyber physical production system for a digital production. Now the first question comes that what is a cyber physical production system? So obviously the name itself suggests that when a cyber physical system is used for a production, okay, or if it is used for producing something, then that system will be called as a CPPS. So it can be said it is a combination of a physical production with a cyber communication. Okay, so it is a production system which is composed of physical components such as machine tools or a provision system that are connected to each other. So different machines are connected to each other, but how it is connected? So obviously there must be some infrastructure. So that infrastructure is our internet. That is by means of a cyber system, right? So cyber communication will take place. Now, what help can be obtained? So what data can be achieved by doing so? So we can say that it can independently or autonomously gather and process data, communicate them with the surrounding environment, as well as it can determine what is a machine status, what is a material status, product characteristic. These all can be easily determined as it will be recorded by the integrated sensors. Okay, and based on that data collected, the necessary decision can be taken by the system, right? So overall we can say that these systems are capable of summarizing and processing data to provide a supporting information to the production department and can interact with the manufacturing equipments, products and people which are involved in a manufacturing process as well as with a digital world. Okay, now what is the concept of a sensor integration and fusion? So as I told that it is a combination of physical production and cyber communication, that is CPPS, right? Now they are also described as a system of a networked sensor based on an independent fusion. Okay, the network relies on an adaptive control system. Now this adaptive control system we have already studied in our chapter of adaptive control in machine tool design subject. Right. So what is the function? A general overview. What is adaptive control system? So basically we know that whenever a machine tool is operating, so two important parameters for a machine tool is a cutting speed and a feed. Right. So we need to control these two parameters, that is a cutting speed and a feed values based on a variation in a depth of cut and a width, as well as based on a hardness of a material. So what a adaptive control system is going to do? This control system is going to automatically control the cutting speed and a feed values based on a variation in a feed and a depth of cut. Okay, so it is going to perform three operations. Okay, it is going to perform a three task. First, it is going to monitor width and depth of cut. Okay, second, it is going to optimize the value, and third, it is going to execute the control, which means a execution process or a implementation will take place. So that is a task of an adaptive control system. Now what is it? Whatever task which is performed by this adaptive control system, that information will be given to the cyber physical production system and finally to the sensor system. Okay, so this is how it is interconnected. Okay, in a cyber world. Now the cyber physical sensor system takes the optimization goal into account. Okay, and supplies the process information required for the development of a suitable process model to the cyber physical system. So by using all these informations which are obtained by the adaptive control system, which is given to a CPPS, the sensor system, remember the sensor system is going to consider the optimization goal or aim of optimization, and after modifying or developing a suitable mathematical model, that information will be finally given to a cyber physical system for a further processing. Okay, so the required information is drawn from a raw data before the process or individual part characteristic and can be monitored independently. Now how we can do this? So in order to do this task, we need an algorithm that can be adapted highly dynamically. Now this requires the vertical as well as a horizontal integration, which means a flow has to be taken place vertically as well as horizontally. Okay, so how it is going to help? So we can say that only by doing this connection both vertically and horizontally, the required level of adaptivity can be easily achieved. Now future process monitoring system will be configured via production plan. Now whatever I have explained over here has been represented in a diagram. Okay, so we are going to see the architecture for a cyber physical sensor system. Let us proceed further. So CPPS architecture for a smart application. Now in this diagram you can clearly see the top portion is a representation of a cyber physical production system. What comes under cyber physical production system? Remember, application planning, data transformation and process modeling. Okay, now come to the bottom side. Over here it is written smart machine tools. Now what comes under this category? So smart machine tools includes a product, that is our smart product which has been manufactured. So again it is going to provide some information, right? Then after machine tools, there is our, let's say, a lathe machine or a milling machine or a grinding machine, whatever machines we are going to use. So also that machine is going to provide information to the sensor, right? And a production equipment. Okay, now this production equipment could be anything. It could, we can take an example of a conveyor belt. Okay, or a equipment which is going to transfer a component or a product or a job from one location to another location. So that can be considered as a production equipment. Okay, the simple example I can say conveyor belt, okay, or conveyor which is going to transfer it from one machine to another machine. So that is a production equipment. Also there is going to provide an information to the sensor. Okay, so yeah, over here you can clearly see that from these three important components of a smart machine tool, the information is given to the sensors, which means the sensor is going to take an information. Okay, now let's say the smart product has given two types of information, sensor to the different sensor, sensor 1 and sensor 2. Let's say the information is x1 and over here it is x2. Now machine tool has also given some information regarding its operation to the sensor, third sensor. Let's say the information is x3, and a production equipment has also given some information to the sensor. Let's say the sensor is let's say xn. Okay, number of sensors can be used based on a number of machines which are present. Okay, now there is a fusion. Now what is a fusion? So fusion is a device which is going to combine the information of a sensors, and finally that information will be given to the cyber physical production system for process modeling. Okay, so fusion, as the name itself suggests, it is going to fuse, which means it is going to combine the information of the sensor. Okay, so you can see over here fusion written x12, which means combining information of sensor 1 and sensor 2. Okay, now over here there is a third fusion, second fusion. So this is receiving information from a machine tool, so that is third sensor, as well as it is receiving a combined information from a fusion, that is x1. Okay, so total information is collected over here. Okay, now over here there is a application planning over here. Okay, that is connected with the adaptive control system. So I have already given an idea of an adaptive control system. So adaptive control system is going to provide the information regarding the execution to the fusion x1. Okay, so that combined information will be given to fusion x123, that is the second fusion. Now this fusion x123 is also going to receive information from a cyber physical production system data transformation part. Okay, so data transformation is going to provide an information over here to the third fusion, and finally the combined information will give to the next fusion, that is also receiving the information from a production equipment, that is sensor 4. So this fusion has a all combined information. Along with that, it is going to include the goal, that is the aim of optimization, what we need to do, that is an objective function which we know we have studied in OR, right, operation research. We have certain objective function either to maximize or minimize. In that we used to do a maximization of a profit or minimization of a cost. Okay, so over here the objective will be, could be to optimize the clamping force in case of an intelligent chuck, right, or to optimize the electricity consumption. Okay, so whatever function is there, that will be our aim of optimization, and finally based on that the model will be prepared, that is called a process modeling. Okay, and that will be finally implemented and given to the system. Okay, so based on that some points are highlighted over here. Okay, now this entire system, that is a combination of a sensor and a fusion, is called a CPSS. You can see over here it is written CPSS, which is called a cyber physical sensor system. So the final result is that future system required for a high adaptivity of a system architecture. Remember, this is an architecture for a smart application. Now let's move on further and see some examples. Nowadays applications are nearly exclusively addressing the end user. So this is the information which is which is given an idea of a technology applications, tech apps, right? So we know about a social application. Social apps are what? For example, Facebook, right? Instagram, WhatsApp, Okay, LinkedIn. So these are all the social applications, and technological applications are what? The applications which are going to solve certain problems, which are going to provide a calculations, right? So that are called a technical applications. So over here you can see the applications high points are given. Application software for a mobile device and a mobile operating system has to be developed. Then after, focus on a visible benefit with a layout and a constraint towards a specific function. Third is high performance due to a constrained range of functionalities. Fourth is easy to use. The software or the application must be easy to use. Okay, intuitive handling with the fingers, which means easy handling or an easy interface should be provided to the user, so that it can be easily, the functions can be easily used, right? Gesture of spoken commands. So all these are the key points which has to be present in a applications. Now distribution of an app in an app store. So over here you can see that in an app store, numbers of applications are available based on a criteria. That is, for gaming applications there are 18%. Okay, the available apps are 18%. For education purpose, the applications in a app store are 11%. For entertainment purpose, there are 8%, lifestyle 8%, business 8%, books 6%, utilities, which means a payment applications, gas payment, right? So that includes a 6%. Travel applications, right, that includes a 5%. Music applications, that includes a 3%, and productive applications includes a 3%. But technological applications are very limited, so the focus should be more on a technological applications in this field. Okay, now talking about the advantage of these technology apps which are used in our industries, so it lies with the largest acceptance of this application in our workforce, in our industries. Now in our society there is a virtually all employees are accustomed to using these apps, and this in itself provides an enormous potential for improving the communication in a digital production environment. Obviously technical applications are used nowadays, and even by making use of our mobile phones we are controlling our entire production system, right? So tech apps are the playing a most important role. Now using those IT tools supports the distribution as well as the exchange of information in the production environment. Now as we know, the social apps are used much higher. Now why it is used? So because of its popularity, because of entertainment content which are available. Okay, so we can even make an interface of a technological apps in such a way that it is not going to get bored by the user, right? Providing a certain examples, providing certain visualizations which makes more sense to the user or a workforce in an industry. Right. So the utility of a social app lies greatly with their intuitive use and them being designed for a specific purpose. So to make a tech apps as powerful as a social apps, these aspects need to be considered while designing them. Also, what other requirements are there for a technological app, or what improvement can be given? So we can say that it should have a slim user interface and be designed for a specific technological purpose. That is, whatever task it is designed, so that task must be performed accurately. Okay, that is the most important thing. Precise results should be provided by that app. Okay, no extra or additional thing should be provided. Okay, to the point the application should be. Okay guys, now let us move further and see the another application of a technological apps. Now there is a collection of a different mathematical model for calculating the cutting forces in a process with a geometrical defined cutting edges. So over here the application of technological apps plays a most important role. The technological app will help the operator to perform this task. Why? Because as we know that complex processes cannot be reproduced using a simple tool. Okay, and machine operator cannot work out the complex calculations by using a different mathematical model or different equations to calculate the cutting forces. Okay, every time whenever the settings changes, he has to use a different arrangement, right? Different models for calculating the cutting forces for a different type of a workpiece. As we know that different workpiece will require a different cutting force and a movement, right? So different models has to be utilized. So this can be done most efficiently by using a technological apps. Now how it can do? So we can say that all the mathematical models or the equations will be stored in a database or a cloud, we can say, right? What the app has to do, this app has to just draw the information from a cloud. It has to just receive the information of a mathematical model from a cloud by using a suitable, or by determining that for which type of a material or for which operation it has to perform a task, the particular mathematical model suitable for that purpose or for that process can be easily utilized, right? So this is how the technological app is going to help the machine operator and even make it easier and less time consuming. So these values creates a set points for the designing of a process, and the installed cyber physical sensor system can compare this data supplied by the integrated sensor. Okay guys, so I hope that in today's session you are clear with our cyber physical production system, in which we have seen a digital production how we can achieve, that is by making use of a tech apps, and even we have seen a comparison with the social apps. Along with that, remember the architecture of a cyber physical production system. That is the most important topic that we need to explain. So in today's session, keeping up till here. In next session, we will start with a new topic. What is big data? What is machine learning? So till then, stay tuned and thank you all.